I never get this side. Hi, YouTube. I know, I'm pretty bright and cheery for somebody who's basically being kicked out of their apartment. So, I'm actually feeling really good right now. I saw my counselor, and she gave me a lot of resources. I'm now in a lottery for Section 8 housing. Section 8. Which is good. Section 8 housing is basically for homeless people who can't afford housing, if you understand what I mean. That said, I'm also in contact with, what is it called? Lifelong, which is an HIV advocacy group here in my city. I don't want to say which city because, quite frankly, again, X is still stalking me. He just knows that I live in Washington, which is fine. It's fine. He doesn't know. I mean, he could probably look up Lifelong and say, oh yeah, he's in that city, but whatever. Sorry, I just finished off a Hot Pocket Philly cheesesteak. Steak. Actually, it's S-T-E-A-K, and then this means meat. Meat. Philly cheesesteak. I'll make a video about foods eventually. I will, I promise. So I got some of it like stuck over here. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, that's better. So I'm in contact with a lot of groups. I have another building that I have to go to tomorrow, and that building is basically it's a Catholic community family center. So essentially, they can help me get into housing as well. So I'm not as stressed about this, but you know, it's still sitting there in the back of my mind. That said, oh God, it's still there. Maybe I just need to go brush, probably. Or, you know what? There we go. Ah, got it, see? So, but it's not pressuring me as much as it was. I'm not as depressed as I was Sunday and Monday. I didn't eat all day Sunday and Monday because Sunday morning is when I was told that I was going to be basically kicked out, which is fine. It is. We'll go over why it's fine once I move out. So, that said, nope, it's still there. God damn it! I swear to God, maybe I bit the side of my. Hold on. No, I didn't bite the side of my mouth. Now I got it. Visual confirmation. So things aren't bad. Things aren't good, but things aren't bad. So we're going in the right direction, though. That said, today's video, I actually want to talk about civil disobedience. And actually, you know what? I want to look at the sign for that. Let me see. Civil. ASL Civil. See, sign for civil. There we go. Handspeak.org. I like Handspeak. I like Sign Savvy, Handspeak, ASL Pro. Oh, looks like it's fingerspell. So, ASL disobey. Yeah, disobey. That works. Sign for disobey. Okay. Probably not do or something like that. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me watch it real quick. I'm sorry. So civil, C-I-V-I-L, civil disobedience. I actually came across a Facebook post that, to sum it up, said every generation has had some sort of civil disobedience. They have, and it's true. I mean, if you look back at, you know, it's what our country was founded on. I'm gonna go ahead and lean back, make you feel more at home, like I'm more relaxed. How about that? So our country was founded on civil disobedience. We threw tea in a harbor. We sat there and we said no to Great Britain. We said, you're not going to tax us, and if you're going to tax us, we're going to declare independence from you. Throughout time and history, well, I guess those are two of the same things, but throughout history, we've had several acts of disobedience. Martin Luther King comes to mind as the big one. You know, he led African Americans to demand equal rights, and then Harvey Milk demanded equal rights for gay people, and then was subsequently shot because of it. Same with Martin Luther King. Of course, the FBI did just come out and said that they did actually orchestrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination, which is just great. They probably orchestrated Harvey Milk's assassination as well. But civil disobedience has been at the forefront of our country since we were formed. That said, every generation we are told that any more civil disobedience will bring about chaos. That is a sign for chaos. It's basically like shit just being like an upheaval. I guess, yeah, that's kind of like it's an upheaval. So, and so we're becoming quite complacent with just going with the status quo. And what I want to tell you today is that don't be complacent. Don't sit there and say, this is fine. It's good. It's okay. It's not good, but you know, it could be worse. Don't demand what you want. It's what our country's based on. You can sit there and say, you know what? I'm a woman, I deserve equal pay. You can be a gay person and sit there and say, I deserve equal rights, and if you don't give them to me, I will overthrow you. It's written into our Constitution that should our government become tyrannical... Hold on. ASL Tyrant. ASL... handspeak.org. Thank you. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me play it one more time. Okay. Okay, so that's tyranny. But if our government becomes tyrannical, we are allowed to overthrow it. We are. It's written into the Constitution. We are allowed to take up arms against our government should they ever become so corrupt that we cannot function as a society. And right at this moment, we're getting to be at that place. We're getting to be at that place where, you know, people are sitting here saying, you know, this president doesn't speak for our people. His cabinet doesn't speak for our people. This Congress, this Senate does not speak for us because they only speak for themselves and what they can gain. So I implore you, if you see somebody sitting there and protesting, join them. Join them. Do it. Quite frankly, it's needed. It's severely needed. Trump's approval ratings have gone pretty low. They're below 10, I believe. Let me see. Trump's approval rating. Trump approval rating. Let me see. Project 538. Projects.538.com/Trump-approval-rating. Let's see. All polls. He is at a 53% disapproval right now, and 40.7% approval. This is the lowest approval rating that any president has gotten in history. In history. You have to think about that. Let me see. Republican Party approval. Let's see. The elections at Huffington Post. Okay. So, the disapproval with the Republican Party as a whole is at 62%. And their approval, like people who approve of them, is at 28%. What does that say? What does that say? It says that as a whole, our government is broken. It is. It's broken. It's broken as shit. It is. And yes, that is the sign for shit. I think I've gone over this, but it's thumb up, in hand, pull out. This is assholes. This is asshole X. Seth and I came up with that. Seth knows sign language. He's been teaching his daughter. He's been teaching his daughter sign language since she was birthed. So they communicate through sign language a lot of the time, apparently, or so he says. I haven't met her, but whatever. So it's good to be multilingual. We'll say that, especially from birth. From birth, you're good. If you're multilingual in any language, your brain function will be higher than those of your peers. I wish my parents had taught me something, but my father was in the military and my mother was too, so they couldn't. Well, my mom was out by the time I was born, so she got an honorable discharge when my sister was born. So, anyways, Air Force. Yeah, that's the sign for Air Force. This is plane, Air Force. This is military, but this is Air Force. If you combine the two, and we'll have a sign language lesson about combining signs to mean something else. Something else. So, well, else. Oh great, there's shit on my mouse. It's hand bullshit. It's gotten a lot less since I started washing with bar soap. I can tell you that. It's mainly oils that come off of my hands and feet and everything else. But it crusts and it's gross. It's gross. Gross. So back to the main point. Major main point. This means major, minor, whatever. Back to the main point. Be disobedient. Be disobedient towards your government. Don't be disobedient towards your local government. Your local government most likely is looking out for you. But as for the overall arching federal government, the feds, they're not. At this point, they're not. Even the Democratic Party, they don't look out for the people. They look out for themselves. So, should you have, a Democratic or Republican leader come to your town, be disobedient. Protest. I mean, I've seen it happening all over the news where people are going to town halls and they are making their voices heard. And it's scary. It's scary as shit. You have people yelling, screaming, yelling, arguing with their constituents, and the constituents don't know what to do. They don't. So, be that person. Be that person. Show your disapproval. Show that you are not happy. Okay? So, that's my message for today. Always remember, stay gold. I will talk. Apparently, Family Guy is playing in roommate's room. So, I'm total Taurus. Stubborn as they come. So, stay gold, be disobedient. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully in a new apartment. Probably not. I'll probably make a video in the next few days and I'll still be here. But that said, I will see you guys in the future.